26.
I know. Is there anything else? Cool.
Oui.
But then, there's not enough space in this house.
Tofa's fears finally came into manifestation. But guys, let's take it from the beginning. Let's start where the bold step began. During dinner, Tofa was fighting his appetite, and Anita was so caring, asking him what was the problem. What do you want? I'm giving you a blank check. Just tell me what you want. And Tofa said he feels tired. Anita then said, I guess it's physical tiredness. But Tofa said mentally, he's drained. And Anita thought it's the whole losing of the wager thing. And he said, no, you don't have to take it hard on yourself. You done well during your presentation, during your pitch, and you sold your fashion. And being that you're into fashion as well, you did good. And Tofa told Anita, there is something I said I'll tell you tonight, that they'll still have that conversation. So it became a thing. And Anita was like, so what is it? Do you want to leave me? She was just joking around it. But Tofa was just fighting the whole thing within him. After that, they now went upstairs to the dressing area. Anita kept engaging Tofa, like, can we just have this conversation so we can go to bed? Nelly and Suj, as of this time, we're already sleeping. And Tofa, after everything, summoned courage and said, oh, here is noisy. Let's go to the garden area. On getting into the garden area, Anita still had to indulge Tofa for Tofa to speak. And I'm like, guy, why are you this scared? Anyway, he finally summoned the courage and he started telling Anita he has been restless, he has been uncomfortable, that he even had to have a father and son conversation with Big Brother. And now he has made up his mind to face the consequences that comes with it. That he said something under pressure. He thought saying that will save the sheep, not knowing that trying to save the sheep, he might even actually end up wrecking the sheep. That the thing is that with you, there is no game. So it's better he comes out clean. That he knows you have your standard and it might not turn out fine, but he's ready for the consequences. That the cocoa is that he's younger. And just for him to proceed, oh, I'm sorry, you gave me 2 opportunity to come out clean. And Anita just said, how old are you? And Tofa said 26. Anita kept, that silence, like it lasted for let me say 5 minutes. Anita couldn't say anything. Anita was just looking at Tofa. And the next thing, Anita was like, so why now? Why are you telling me now? He said he has been battling within him, and it's unfair to wake up every morning to you knowing that he lied to you. And at that moment, Anita was already boiling within her, because Anita now asked him, do you know how stupid you make me feel? I came to you, I asked you. That in fact, she already had this perception of, coupled with the way Tofa looks. But he just gave him that benefit of doubt. And twice, Tofa, lied to her. That right now, she feels like a fool. Anita said, look at me, thinking I have someone in the house, not knowing I've been making a stupid of myself. I had my assumptions, but when I called you and you cleared my doubts, I decided to believe you, not knowing it's all, a lie. But Tofa started calming Anita down. I know I'm a coward. I know I'm a coward for stretching it for so long. I kept saying I would tell you. And Tofa was not like, this is one thing about lies. It's unfair. I'm trying to keep up. I'm sorry. Tofa was just going on and on, apologizing. And Anita now said, is there anything else? Is there anything else you want to tell me? And decided to leave. But Tofa tried holding her down. She just told Tofa, you know what? I'm calm. Trust me, I'm calm. Just, remove your hands off me. And the next thing, baby girl stood up. Tofa was still holding on to Anita's hand. And Anita was like, how did you even look at me? Like, you continue to live with me, look at me every day, yet you're lying to me. That in fact, you need to let go of my hand. Immediately, she just stood up, left her blankets, and walked out of the garden. Next stop was at the restroom where she cried her eyes out. After crying, she washed her face, came out, stood at the mirror, just confused. For the first time, Big Brother's house became so small for Anita that she kept saying, where will I stay to process this? Why didn't Tofa tell me this when I was in the HOH condo? At least I'll spend the time there. The here is so noisy. She needs a calm place to go and process things. In fact, as she was walking towards the kitchen area to just go and lay her head, Micky Micky started asking Anita, when are you cooking for us? Are you on duty? Is your name on duty for next week? When will you be cooking for us? And I'm like, guy, this no be time for video. More like, this is not the time for food. Anyways, Anita lay down in the kitchen couch and was just crying her eyes out. Like, Micky later on came to check up on her. I was like, Anita, are you okay? Do you want to talk to someone? And she said no. And Micky respected that and stepped aside. Don't forget, Tofa was still at the garden at this point, and he was just processing the whole thing. And I'm like, bro, at least you said your truth. Tofa later came in crying, and Fairme went to meet him like, bro, what's going on? See, now it was even at this point that I understand what Ozzy was trying to say about reading the room. So Fairme got there. Tofa was crying. Fairme was just pressuring him like, bro, tell me now. I'm your guy. If it is me, I will tell you. Why are you crying? What's wrong? What's wrong? And Tofa said, I will tell you later. But for where? Fairme was still like, bro, what's going on? Talk to me now. If it is me now, you come and talk to me and I will tell you. Tell me now. I'm like, guy, can you just step aside and allow this guy to deal with his heartbreak? When Tofa managed to raise up his head, because he was crying, he has been crying, and Fairme was like, oh, bros, your face don't change, your face don't change. What is the problem? Tell me now, tell me now. I don't even wish to be in Tofa's shoe, guys. At a point, the kitchen area even became more noisier because Ozzy, Onyeka and Osi, they were playing stuff. I think they were just laughing out loud. So Anita now stood up to go upstairs. Going upstairs, for her to walk in only to see Tofa. And she was like, what's going on here? That this place is too small. And she came downstairs again. Meanwhile, when she was going up, Ben was just asking her, what's the problem? What's the problem? Talk to me. Come and talk to me. Anita was telling this guy, I'm fine. But Ben was still asking her. So when she now came downstairs, she was like, is there any space, like bed space where I will sleep? I don't want to sleep in my room, Is there any space in this house? And Ben now said, okay, one year and hand this bed. You can check there and sleep. And she asked Ben to come show her the space. Showing her it was next to Victoria's bed, and she just dozed off there. Now, Fairme now went back to Tofa. Mind you, Ben told Fairme to show Anita Wani Handy's bed so she could crash there. Now, the same Fairme, after showing Anita the bed space, went back to Tofa to tell Tofa, that you need to see Anita's face, so that she just they bone, they pretend like everything is okay. But if you look at her face, you know everything is not okay. What's the problem now? Tell me now. And Tofa now told Fairme, don't worry, tomorrow I'll talk to you. I'll tell you everything about it. And Fairme said, no, that both of you are too healthy to just cry yourself to bed. Go talk to her now. The both of you should try and settle this thing tonight so that you know that tomorrow morning you're starting on a clean slate. Everything will be better instead of carrying it over to bed and still waking up, still feeling same way. And at that, so Tofa now decided to go meet Anita in the room. On getting there, Anita was like, what is it again? I'm avoiding you. I'm trying to stay away from you. Why are you still coming to me? I will leave this bed for you, And Tofa was still telling her, oh, I'm sorry, Anita, I'm sorry. So when Anita now tried to leave the bed, Tofa was like, no problem, just stay. I'll leave. And at that, Tofa now left. Now, tell me why Ben, that know nothing about what's going on, what's happening, just concluded on his own, and started telling Fairme and Micky how he had a mental breakdown on Thursday, yesterday, how he couldn't dance at the pool party. Have they noticed that he has not been eating? That staying in this house is noisy. Say he nearly went mad though. That's, can you imagine Anita that is the happiest person in this house, Anita that is always about positive energy, is the one now crying and looking for where to sleep, that here can no longer even contain her. That is not easy to be in this house. It's not easy to be in this house. And Micky was like, well, It's not, while it's not easy, the only thing he motivates himself with is that they're not going to be here forever. You just have weeks before, you go. It's not like it's a permanent thing. Mickey said, well, he knows that a lot of people will be looking out for eviction, like when will eviction come? Let me just leave the space. And with some people, it's because their clique, the people they are good with, the people that make them happy, are no longer in the house. And Fairme said, like him, that his people are no longer here now, they've left, but he's trying to, keep up mentally and otherwise. After that, Ben started telling Mickey, can they even play more games? That he doesn't know what's wrong with him. He can't sleep. He can't eat. He does not even know whether he's mentally or whether. That in fact, he couldn't even dance with Chizoba. And Chizoba did not even care. Chizoba was just busy. That Chizoba decided to just be the best dancer for that very Thursday that he couldn't dance. That this house there, that is not easy being in this house. And I'm like, if it's not easy, should people do not remember what KV did when it was not easy for him? He went in, and what happened? Voluntary exits. Entertainment people are not giving us. Content, nothing. And you're saying mental health. Kukuma go house now, make all of on a park. Take voluntary exit so that Big Brother can bring in new housemates. Anyways, after that, Tofa himself also retired to bed, but he was just struggling, turning around all over the bed. Anita as well, I could still hear her voice when you're crying and all that, but they'll be fine. Last, they'll be fine. At least by tomorrow morning, when Nelly wakes up, Anita will talk with Nelly and everything will be fine. And to think that Anita was even telling Nelly that she hopes they don't evict two people, or that no matter how eviction will go on Sunday, they shouldn't take away the AC. So, baby girl don't want to be bullied. Well, we'll see how it goes. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. More to come on last night's highlights. Do have a lovely day. Bye.